Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Gareth, this is Tech Check. This week, I want to check out this. It's called the X12. It's a teleprompter from a company called Neewer. We're going to unbox it, we're going to assemble it, and then we're going to give you that final verdict. Was it actually worth it? Quick mention, this is not sponsored. All my opinions are my own. Let's do this. Before we actually get into the video, guys, if you're not already a subscriber, make sure to smash that subscriber button. If you find the video informative in any way, make sure to leave a massive like on the video. Become part of the community as well. It would be greatly appreciated. If you are looking to pick up this particular teleprompter, then I'll leave a full link in the description down below so you guys can check that out. It will be an Amazon affiliate link. Doesn't cost you guys anything else, but will go a long way to help out the channel. So much appreciated. So I know what you're thinking, guys. All these videos are now going to be scripted, and that couldn't be any further from the truth. The whole point of having a particular teleprompter is so that, well, on PC builds and live streams and stuff like that, you don't need them because it's more about viewer engagement. Whereas on product reviews and technical reviews and things like that, it's important that that information comes across to you guys so you've got all the ammunition to be able to make a decision on whether it's going to be right or wrong. So yeah, I'm looking forward to utilising it, and it's going to be interesting to see whether it does speed up my workflow and does it actually reduce the time it takes to edit and the amount of retakes that it takes me as well. So yeah, let's get inside and let's take a look at what you actually get. So taking a look at the outer packaging, guys, as you can see, Neewer teleprompter here. It's got a picture of the camera, the iPad and the actual tripod. Obviously those don't come included here, but everything else you need should be included. It says here that the X12 is really foldable, it's angle adjustable, it's got full support for wide angle lenses. Now, that'll be interesting to find out because I've got a 16-35 G Master 2.8 lens, so we'll test that out. It supports DSLR and cinema cameras. It's got full support for iPads, tablets and phones as well. And it's got an integrated iOS or Android supported app, which we'll take a look at a little bit later as well. Let's open it up and see what we get inside. Ooh. So I didn't really expect that, guys. It's come in this lovely little carry case, essentially perfect for anybody that will be moving around or potentially erecting it and disassembling it, somewhere nice to store and something really nice and secure to actually transport it in as well. So let's open that up, guys, with these two clips on the side. There we go. So we've got a Neewer customer service pamphlet there for customer service. We have an instruction manual, which we may have to consult. And then we've got this cloth, which is here as well. And then we have got the new and upgraded RT110 wireless Bluetooth remote as well. We've then got a little triangle there that's fell out, which is just rubbish. But then we've got our surround. We have an adjustable phone holder as well. That comes in pretty handy, guys. So that comes there. And then we have the actual frame and body itself, which we'll take a closer look at in a minute. So I think having the case, guys, foam inserts, really, really handy. Nice additional to have as well. It's not going to look out of sight. You can put it to one side. And as I said, you can throw this down, collapse it because it's foldable, put it away, and then you can transport it wherever you need it as well. So we'll put all this to one side, and then we'll have a look at the actual unit itself. So taking a closer look at the actual frame itself. So we've already said that this 14-inch mirrored glass here is foldable for easy portability and transportation. Put it back in the case, which is really, really good. We've got these two extending arms here on the sides, which are going to come really handy for people that want to attach microphones or additional lighting, or potentially another viewfinder, because once we've got this hood all over my camera, especially with this A7C, it's got the foldable viewfinder on the side, I don't think we're going to actually see that. That's then attached to this main base here, and then we've also got our camera base, which, well, pretty straightforward. It just goes on like that, and then you can slide it depending on the size of camera, more in particular the size of lens that you will have as well. The camera is held in place by this 1/4 inch thread, which again has got about a 3-inch worth of flexibility where you can slide it from left to right. And then the secondary base plate is just held in place with another 1/4 inch thread. On the front, we've got these little base that pulls all the way out to around 7.5, 8 inches, something like that. So you're not going to have any issues with regards to iPads or tablets or anything like that. The remote, just as a bit more of a close-up, again, this is the newer and improved ones. One thing to note for this, I've just had to put 2 AAA batteries in here. We're going to make sure that this goes all the way around the Velcro, making sure that no light is going through, because we want to make sure that we get the best viewing angle and stop all of that reflection as much as possible. We'll get our camera mounted up here securely. I've already gone to the problem here of attaching my tripod's base plate here as well. Really straightforward, 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch threads on the bottom, so you'll have no problem in terms of compatibility either. Let's tighten this up slightly. There we go. Right, and then this will attach onto here. I don't think we're going to have any issues at all with that. What we will do is we'll take off this plastic here. As soon as you remove this plastic though, guys, just make sure that you keep your fingers off of this glass. You don't want finger marks or anything like that. We'll leave the other side on until the last minute and we've got it on a tripod. But essentially, I'm just looking through this viewfinder here and I don't see any issues at the minute. It seems to be all right. It's not affecting the autofocus or anything like that. So what we'll do now is we'll secure the camera down using this 1/4 inch thread. That means my camera is not going anywhere, which is a good thing. So there we have, that's that bit nicely sorted. Let's move on to the hood and get that all assembled as well. So all we've got to do, guys, is make sure that we slide this over the top like so. We can then push our lens through this. There we go. But that will go like that on top. And then we'll do this side. Right, we'll do the same with this side. Let's tighten up these drawstrings. I don't really want it to go around the housing of the actual camera. I'm not sure what it's like in terms of overheating or anything like that. Now, this A6400, no problems at all. But even still, I don't really want it to go around the housing of the actual unit itself. One thing I will say is, like we said previously, due to the fact that we have got this folding viewfinder here, due to the size of this, we're not going to be able to use this at all. So essentially, even if you've got a folding one out the side, it's not going to be any good at all. So having these particular arms here, if you do have a separate viewfinder connected via USB-C or mini HDMI, then you could actually connect it to the side of here and still have use of this. So just be mindful. The benefits of having a larger teleprompter also come with some pitfalls as well. Don't know what you guys can see, but for the sake of 2 minutes, quickly Velcroed all around, made sure that the lens is not being covered in any way. So let's turn it around, let's attach it to this tripod and test it out. Right then, so all we've got to do is attach this to our base plate on our tripod. Right, there we are. There we go, peeled off. This is going to make my life so much easier. The only thing I haven't thought about is all the time it's going to take to actually script these technical reviews and product reviews, but hey-ho, that's a problem for another day. So as you can see here, guys, 2 to 3 minutes to fully erect it and make sure that this A6400 and this 16-35 G Master lens can fully fit. Obviously, it didn't take very long at all. We've already discussed it comes in a fantastic carry case. The remote, other than the batteries that are being supplied, is really good. You've got a pause and play button. This one here makes the actual script or the words much larger as well. You've got then a playback function which can speed up or slow down the actual teleprompter itself. The actual app itself, guys, really straightforward. It's no frills, don't get me wrong. It offers a copy and paste function, so if you don't want to actually write it out on a particular tablet or your phone, you can hook up I personally hooked up a USB dongle in here, and then I got my keyboard and mouse and I just typed it out inside here just for the ease of it. But if you wanted to actually get a different teleprompter app, paid version or anything like that, it's still going to be applicable with the actual remote. It's Bluetooth, so you can just sync it all together. But all in all, I don't see like I need a lot more than what this free app actually offers. You can save stuff to the cloud. You can download stuff from the cloud, obviously, and essentially it offers everything that I'm going to want it to do. I'm quite simple and straightforward. As long as I can actually type, copy, paste into this app, and it's quite easily and accessible, I've got no problems with it at all. So having it integrated with the purchase of this is really, really good. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put this up there side by side of my current camera, and then I'll read a few lines from this particular script that I've just put together now, and we'll close out the video utilizing the A6400 as well as the A7C, and we'll see whether it makes it any better for me. And essentially we'll just cover off the last few points, which is there are some downsides, and we'll also talk about the cost as well. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room, guys, and that's obviously cost. I purchased this from Amazon myself. It's not sponsored or anything like that, so my opinion's on my own. I paid $189.99 here in the UK, or $230 for the ones that are in the US. To be honest, I think it's a really good choice, especially for what I'm looking for, and I'm really pleased with my decision. So let's discuss some of the potential issues you may run into whilst using this X12 teleprompter. As you can see, my A7C has got a fold out screen and my 6400's got a flip up screen. That's no longer going to be any use to me as, well, it's too bloody big. So I can't see you. So unless you're never actually moving this particular setup, or you're 100% confident that your autofocus is going to be bang on, you may want to think about getting an additional monitor that you can utilize on the side brackets. Number two, this particular prompter is 14 inches, which is pretty big, so make sure that you've got sufficient room. And number three, finally, when sitting closer than 5 foot, make sure when you're reading the script, you're not moving your head left and right, because it's going to be really obvious that you're reading from a prompter. You don't normally get this with smaller teleprompters, because obviously they're much smaller in terms of width, so you're not moving your head left and right. Overall, I'm really happy with the decision, and I'm hoping this will allow me to reduce wasted time on retakes and speed up the editing process as well, so that I can ensure that I get the most accurate information across to you guys, so that you can make those informed decisions what's going to be right and what's not. I'd love to hear in the comments section if you've already got one of these teleprompters, how much are you currently using it, and do they work as well as what you anticipated as well. Any questions, feel free to ask away, and I'll do my very best to answer as quickly as possible. And finally, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't, and tell me why. Get subscribed for more Tech Check content. Take care, all the very best, and I'll see you in the next one.